So it's October the 11th. It's hot. I think it's going to get up to 87 today. But I can't wait any longer. I am going to harvest my sorghum you see behind me. I've cut most of the heads off. I'm going to cut the rest of the seed heads off, and then I am going to chop these stalks down and cut them up and see if I can boil them down, make some kind of sorghum syrup. Just got to start by collecting the last of these seed heads. Now, I don't think these seeds are technically where you'd ideally want them to be. The thing is, I've been harvesting seed heads off of this sorghum here like literally for months now, and I'm ready to move on. I want to till this patch up and maybe plant some fava beans or something. Anyway, what I'm told is, when a sorghum seed is ready, because it'll have a dark tip on the end, but it'll have a dark tip on the opposite end as well. So maybe these are technically ready. I don't know, but they look light to me. I usually harvest them, once they're good and dark, and I know that they're full of delicious sugar. But these seeds, I'm actually just growing this sorghum patch so that I can make more seeds, because I want to grow a much bigger patch next year. So I'm just trying to make a seed crop here anyway. So as long as these things will germinate at this stage, then I'm happy. If they don't germinate, I'm going to dry them and mix them in with all the others I've harvested already that I know are good and I know will germinate. So it's not a huge deal. I'm just ready to kind of move on here. So I've harvested all the seed heads that I care to. Now I'm going to take my hand scythe and see how well it works on the sorghum. It's hard to do this holding the camera with one hand, but yeah, I think this may be the way to go for the patches that I have. They're so small. Yeah, I think this will work out pretty well. Not a bad haul for one little patch. Now I'll get the other one. All right, well, since I don't have a cane press, my strategy is to take my garden pruners and chop these stalks into little bitty pieces and boil them in various pots. It's a good thing I started in the morning. All right, well, this is going to be boiling away here pretty soon. Nice, clean syrup water. I don't know what you call it before it's syrup, but we're going to boil this down until it turns into syrup. And what we did was we started off in the big pot I just showed, and we boiled all the sorghum, and then I dumped it into these smaller pots, added more water, and then boiled it again. And then dumped that water back into here, then dumped that water back and forth through this series of strainers until I had this good clean stuff here. So we're just going to spend the afternoon boiling this stuff down. I think the ratio is if you use a press anyway, those folks who have a cane press, they end up with a 10-to-1 ratio. So once this boils down, you get 1/10 of what you started with. Me, since I did the double boil process and wasn't able to actually press any of the stalks, I don't know if I'll get the 10-to-1 ratio or not, but I'm going to mark the place on the pot here and then see how much I do end up with, and kind of give an idea of the efficiency of just boiling instead of pressing.